Ladies and gentlemen, this is the F&G show.
Not over a glass of wine.
Not over a glass of wine today.
Disclaimer.
I've been a little ill, so I'm gonna have to take a break from over a glass of wine. But we'll be back soon when I'm 100% better. But today we're gonna talk about some news. My topic is news. His topic is sports. We're gonna talk about some news today, so listen to this video and we'll get right into it.
Key pieces of President Biden's domestic agenda keep meeting stiff resistance. Infighting among congressional Democrats and the White House has not only stalled the president's trillion-dollar infrastructure bill, it has also forced revisions on other initiatives. The two sides are battling over how much to cut the overall price tag of Mr. Biden's reconciliation package and which social programs should be funded. Deborah Alfarone has the latest from the White House. Deborah, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. And President Biden was on the road Friday, and he was touting his $3.5 trillion human infrastructure spending bill, but not everyone is behind it. In fact, he acknowledged yesterday that moderate Democrats, they will probably want it to be cut because they are struggling to unify behind it.
I'm convinced we're going to get it done. We're not going to get $3.5 trillion. We'll get less than that, but we're going to get it. And we're going to go back and get the rest.
Yeah, but we're going to get it.
Yeah.
I know he's not drinking, folks, but I am.
I may wait till later, y'all. I have to wait till I get a bunch of food in my stomach, and maybe then I can take a little. But at this
And
point,
I'm back.
and he's back.
Yeah, I just want to see what Biden going to do, a little drinking.
Okay.
Speaking at a child care development center in Hartford, Connecticut, the president said the social safety net programs in the bill, like free community college, free child care, and an ambitious climate change plan, are critical for America to be competitive.
Too many folks in Washington still don't realize it isn't enough just to invest in our physical infrastructure. We also have to invest in our people.
An obstacle course of compromises lie ahead to get both his social spending package and the bipartisan infrastructure bill passed. The battle now sits with moderate Democrats in the House and Senate Democrats Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema. With a 50-50 Senate, their votes can make or break Biden's agenda.
I don't believe that we should turn our society into an entitlement society. This is going to take time to get this done. Getting it done quickly is not going to benefit anybody.
President Biden has been negotiating around the clock with Democratic lawmakers and remains optimistic.
Negotiations still going on. There has been progress, but and I'll be meeting with and talking with folks today and tomorrow and on Monday.
And Democratic leaders have a self-imposed deadline of October 31st, Halloween. And yesterday, President Biden said he was pushing for a quick resolution, but that there was no specific deadline. Jeff?
We will see. Deborah, thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Well,
You want to say something first?
yeah, because I don't have much to say, so I'll just say this.
He doesn't do news. I do news. So what do you got to say?
What's the big thing with this now?
Okay. There are two bills, right? The infrastructure bill and the other infrastructure bill. They're both infrastructure bills. One is to rebuild the broke down America, because America's broken down.
What are you talking like
Roads, bridges, everything collapsing. We are pretty much a third world country at this point in our infrastructure. Japan got the best. The best rail systems, the best trains, the best airlines, all that. And then we have the infrastructure that will take care of all the people. Social Security, health care, housing.
Now, you can't compare us to Japan.
Paid leave. Why not?
Because Americans, you can't cancel culture. You can't tell Americans what to do if you want for the greater good for the whole country. Japan, they have stuff set down just like China, all them other foreign countries. They have stuff set down and they run it. Whether you like it or not, they run it. And that's how their countries do what they do. America got to get everybody on board to do something.
Well, that's the problem.
Exactly.
That's one of the problems. That is the problem. And these two bills are going to go down in flames because the Democrats are weak, spineless, And they don't know how to fight. And Biden's already backtracking on his $3.5 trillion. Why are you going to backtrack on something you said you wanted? And you know what's going to happen in the 2022 and 2024 election? Let me do my prediction now.
Prediction.
Republicans are going to take back the House. Democrats are going to lose the Senate.
Yes.
And Donald Trump's going to get back in the White House in 2024.
Yeah.
And if you think our country's going to be better, well, you got another thing coming. And Republicans are stone cold killers. They'll sell their mother out in the political arena. And so I wish Democrats were fighters, but they're not.
They want to help everybody. Just lay there. I know you don't feel good.
Oh,
lay
that's
there
not what the
and let me
packages
give you
are
a
about.
check. Don't worry, we're gonna work around you.
See, he believes that. I think he's a Republican. But it is if you are a politician and you say you're gonna do something, then do it. Don't backtrack. Now, when Mitch McConnell wants to do something, Mitch McConnell did this. Mitch McConnell said, I'm going to make sure President Obama fails. And he did. Mitch McConnell said, President Obama will never get any Merrick Garland into the Supreme Court. And guess what? Mitch McConnell blew up the filibuster so that he can stop Merrick Garland from getting on the Supreme Court. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Republicans are stone cold killers. They know how to do political stuff and roll over anybody in their way. They got that kind of power and they got that kind of unity. Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are not Democrats, ladies and gentlemen. They are closet Republicans. They are plants. Kyrsten Sinema is a sellout, and so is Joe Manchin because they're both bought by corporations. They don't represent their states. They don't bring home the bacon to their states. They got people in Virginia with coal miners' disease from working in the coal mines and lung disease. And Joe Manchin hasn't bought them one dime while they dying from cancer. So don't you think and watch this. In a news report, people rolled up to Joe Manchin's yacht in Virginia and asked him to pass the bills. And he looked at it, he says, well, I don't know what's in it. Well, West Virginia, everything in the bills is going to help all of you down there in West Virginia. Kyrsten Sinema is just a sellout, and she's going to get primaried anyway. So the point is, these bills are no different than when they passed Social Security back in the 50s. These bills are no different when they passed Medicare and Medicaid. This is the same kind of stuff that was going on back then. And every time we try to pass these big programs, Republicans always want to stop it. So this is the same stuff that went on in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s. Same stuff, same kind of bills. And these bills are stretched out over 10 years. So you're talking about $3.5 trillion over 10 years. If you divide it up over 10 years, that's about pennies in a bucket over 10 years.
Give it to me, I'll take it. Well, we're going to shut this down before Frank keep going on and on. All we can say is this is what's going on in the news today, so we will see what happens with this bill, both of the bills. Any final words, Frank?
Yes. So we're going to always close out the F&G show with a little bit of Black history. So we're going to pick a card and we're going to give you a little bit of a story real quick. Okay, on July 23rd, 1892 through August 1975, a man named Haile, how you pronounce this? Selassie I did this. He was Ethiopia's regent from 1916 to 1930, an emperor from 1930 to 1974. He served as the chairperson of the Organization of African Unity. He was a former member of the Ptolemaic dynasty. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to give you some high points. He was an internationalist, views led to Ethiopia becoming a charter member of the United Nations. And so we're going to read some of these things for you. And here is his card. For all you critical race theory haters, we're going to tell you about Black history as our closing stories.
So you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. That was Frank, and he just said what he had to say about who he had to say it about. Honestly, I ain't never heard of him, but
Neither have I.
it could be because it's not in the books.
They don't put this in the textbooks.
Yes. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get on up out of here. Frank can get on the mend, get back to his wine drinking. Anything else, Frank?
I'm done. I'm
He is
done.
done, ladies and gentlemen. That is it here from the FNG show. Not over a glass of wine
Wine.
today,
Not today.
but in the near future.
In the near future.
We are out.
We are out.